M-1 Global presents.
Уважаемые поклонники смешанных боевых единоборств во всем мире, говорит и показывает Казань. Представляем вашему вниманию главное событие сегодняшнего праздника спорта M-1 Challenge 83 Tatfight 5. Одна из крупнейших спортивных промоутерских компаний мира лига Mixfight M-1 Global, которая в этом году празднует свое 20-летие, представляет вам супербой в полутяжелом весе. Представляем героев этого поединка.
Я очень хорошо знаю Халсey. Я знаю, что он терпеть боль не будет. Ему нужно сделать просто очень сильно больно.
Очень сильно больно.
The big thing was the health. It was the cut. It affected me health-wise. It was slowing me down, making me second guess, my movement and stuff like that. Just the feel. I haven't been able to, feel like what I do at 205s in a while. So it's a big difference from 85s to 205s as far as that extra 20 pounds. So I think, like I said, you're gonna see something different out there where I'm not hesitating, where I'm going forward, I'm moving forward, and I'm pressing the action.
Соперник очень серьезный, Брэндон Халсey, он был чемпионом Беллатор. Серьезно подошел к этому бою, готов на все 100%. Сильная сторона у Брэндона Халсey – это, конечно, его борьба. Он изначально выходит с вольной борьбы, очень сильный физически. И, скорее всего, попытается бороть меня, переводить на настил рейджа. Всех планов я не раскрою, конечно, но в основном хотелось бы провести бой в стойке, порубиться и не давать ему переводить себя в борьбу.
I don't see Mikhail presenting any kind of a problem for me. I know he's a well-rounded guy. Like I said, I'm not underestimating the guy, but my pressure and relentlessness moving forward is going to be too much for him. At the end of the night, it's going to wind up with me finishing him on top.
Готовился я, как обычно, к этому бою. Первую часть проводил у себя в родном городе, в Екатеринбурге. Потом, как всегда, поехал в школу «Шторм» в Омске. Под руководством Александра Шлеменко готовился к этому бою. Он помогал мне, рассказывал как раз о слабых сторонах Брэндона Халсey, что нужно делать в бою. Конечно, у него есть слабые стороны. Я постараюсь ими воспользоваться, но там уже бой покажет, получится это сделать или нет.
Mikhail, you better be ready, because come tonight, it's going down.
Брэндон, готовься к жесткому бою.
Итак, господа, это полутяжелый вес. У спортсменов только 3 раунда. Это главное событие сегодняшнего праздника самого мужественного вида спорта здесь, в Казани. Татарстан, вы готовы? В синем углу рейджа спортсмен представляет Соединенные Штаты Америки по прозвищу Бык. Встречайте, Брэндон Halsey!
Брэндон Halsey! Соединенные Штаты Америки!
Bрэndon Halsey from the United States, the former Bellator middleweight champion,
started his pro MMA career 9 fights, 9 wins. But he enters tonight having lost his last 3 finished. And all 3 of those defeats, Halsey moving up the light heavyweight, fighting in this division for the first time since November 2013. Quite frankly, Brandon Halsey seeming like a different person at light heavyweight. He spoke very candidly to me about how cutting to 185 pounds, the middleweight limit, was absolutely destroying his health, 84 kilograms. He said he just simply could not do it anymore, and now he is fully committed to fighting at light heavyweight, 93 kilograms, 205 pounds, where he feels that he can be amongst the best in the world in MMA. Halsey, an outstanding amateur wrestling pedigree, an NCAA Division I All-American in folk-style wrestling, California State Bakersfield. Halsey said the key to victory for me is my heavy top game.
Спортсмен в красном углу ринга представляет Российскую Федерацию. Спортсмен команды «Новый поток», авторской школы «Шторм» и клуба «Боец». Встречайте, Mikhail Ragozin!
Alexander Shlemenko's fight team. Shlemenko, the fighter who Brandon Halsey defeated in September 2013 to claim the Bellator middleweight title, and then who defeated Brandon Halsey in the last bout for both said that I want to keep coming forward, keep mixing my punches, my kicks, my knees. Stay moving, stay unpredictable. Like his mentor Alexander Shlemenko, Mikhail Ragozin is a very creative striker who will throw a lot of spinning strikes. Counterbalance to that, perhaps, though, is Halsey's wrestling and grappling pedigree. Brandon Halsey called this, quite simply, grappler versus striker. We know who's playing the role of whom.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. And this is an M-1 challenge bout in the light heavyweight division. Now let me introduce your fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 30 years old. He weighed in at 92.8 kilograms. He stands 183 centimeters tall and has a professional record of 9 wins and 3 losses. He is Bellator Grand Prix winner and 2-time Bellator middleweight champion. From the United States of America, please welcome Brandon the Bull Halsey. And now welcome his opponent in the red corner. This fighter is 25 years old. He weighed in at 93 kilograms. He stands 185 centimeters tall and has a professional record of 8 wins and 2 losses. He is bronze medalist of the National MMA Championship, National Pancration Champion, Master of Sports in MMA, hand-to-hand combat and complex martial arts. Representing New Stream Team, Storm Fighting School and Boet's team, please welcome Mikhail Ragozin. And your referee for this bout, Vyacheslav Kishelov.
Fighters, center. Okay, you know rules. 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Listen my comments every time. Stay active all the time, okay? Dutch gloves. Back in place.
Our main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Brandon Halsey of the United States versus Mikhail Ragozin of Russia.
Судья, время. Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Round number 1. Red, white, and blue trunks for Halsey.
Oh, super
blue and
fast
white
shot.
for Ragozin.
He needed that. He had to shoot in. He realized he cannot afford to stand. Ragozin will have worked the body, and that is his weakness.
Machine, in our fighter meeting, I asked Halsey, how quickly do you want to take this fight to the ground? He said as quickly as possible. That was as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that was quick. He wanted it to the ground. To be honest, I overheard his corner talking to him while I was in the ring there, and they were saying, be fast, be quick, be fast. And that's exactly what they meant, takedown. But now in a half guard, throwing strikes from the half guard position now is Halsey.
Halsey has made his reputation in MMA largely with that relentless and at times overwhelming top game. Tremendous heavy top pressure. Looking to showcase that now against Mikhail Ragozin. Ragozin trying to sit up and through.
Well, he missed it there, Halsey. Oh, he managed to recover.
Halsey sucking in the
As
leg.
soon as someone goes up to the elbow, you grab the elbow. As soon as they go up to the hand, you pull the wrist back. There we go, he nice to pull the elbow out. He's trying to pull the arm now. Pull the arm, put him back on the canvas. There we go, he gets it. That was better that time.
Ragozin again trying to sit up to no avail. Left hand's partially getting through from Halsey.
Again, he needs to pull the arm free. Oh, big shots though.
Clean and unfettered with the left hand to the face of Ragozin by Halsey.
Ragozin will take a few of those shots to get back to his feet. Needs to step over the back of the leg if he wants to get this.
Credit to Ragozin, getting back to his feet.
Yeah, that's hard work against somebody like Halsey on top of you. He's a great wrestler.
Halsey now looking for a throw, now looking for an outside trip.
That's what I was saying for him. He needs to get the leg on the outside. He managed to do it. I mean, albeit Halsey is a way better accomplished wrestler than what I am, but I've been in this game a long time. It's little signs like that what you see. He needs to pull the hand away again.
Halsey sitting
He's
up.
sitting on mounted position. This could be dangerous.
Halsey so heavy in this position as well. Ragozin absolutely stuck against the bottom turnbuckle.
He needs to figure for his legs if he can. Halsey on top position now.
So simply smothering thus far from Halsey.
Great
Not a lot of
work,
damage.
great work. That's better. He pulls him all the way down to the canvas.
You're seeing positional dominance right now. Early stages, 2:15 remaining, round number 1, but thus far all Brandon Halsey.
Yeah, Halsey needs to cross-face. Cross-face means put the forearm. Oh, nice bridge.
Beautifully done by Ragozin and back to his feet.
Oh, big right hand. Oh, he got an uppercut on the way in.
Halsey ate that right uppercut, paying the price to get back to the inside.
Oh, he dropped
and hitting
and
the
turns.
takedown.
He dropped and turned. That was beautiful.
Side control now for Halsey. Ragozin was holding the guillotine, wisely let it go. Short hammer fist now from Halsey.
Defensive move now. Ragozin. He's holding Halsey down, so he cannot really do much.
90 seconds remaining, round number 1 of this, our main event, Brandon Halsey versus Mikhail Ragozin. Warning from Vyacheslav Kiselev.
Using the elbow, side elbow.
No elbows, and that includes forearms to the head, standing or on the ground in M1 under our rule set in this promotion.
Затылок, удар приближенный к локте. Устное предупреждение и стойка.
Well, it was a clear-cut elbow. Halsey is looking at our matchmaker as if to say,
No backhand. Backhand.
We'll see it here. Clearly that's the elbow. The tricep is constituted as part of the elbow, just like the forearm is. Heated debate, though, between Halsey, his corner, Vyacheslav Kiselev.
I was going to say there's a lot of discrepancy there. Halsey, oh, big right hand on the way in. Halsey has come into this fight with a will to win. Obviously, he was disappointed with his 25-second loss against the teammate of Ragozin, Alexander Shlemenko.
Machine, I don't know that any fight for any fighter is career-defining, but there are definitely crossroads fights.
Oh, nice turn.
Halsey on a 3-fight losing streak is clearly fighting a crossroads fight tonight.
I mean, it doesn't mean that he's lost, he's out, he's over. But what it does mean is his status, his stock goes down with 4 fights lost in a row. So this is his 4th fight, win or lose. We'll see how it goes by the end of the night.
Halsey single-minded, fully intent, taking Ragozin to the ground, staying tight, staying heavy. He's doing just that. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. Ragozin, to his credit, back to his feet, but you see how tight Halsey is.
Yeah,
chest to chest.
Halsey using that head control as well.
Level change from Halsey. Looking for one more takedown before the end of round number 1. Won't get it on the stand-up,
Nice
the upright
knee.
from Ragozin. The gong, the end of the opening round.
Well, that was a clear-cut round for Halsey, albeit he got warned for the elbow to the back of the head. You can't really, if elbows were allowed in M1, you can't really penalize the guy for throwing an elbow at the back of the head. The fighter on the bottom was turning his head. And when a fighter turns the head for them to be allowed to be hit in the back of the head, it's not classed as an illegal elbow. It's only illegal when you aim for the back of the head.
Halsey continually closing the distance, throwing that right hand. Punch to the inside.
Second down. Out. Please tight.
Well, Ragozin is straight back on his feet. Halsey's still sitting down, taking a drink of water.
Tight.
Maybe he's just using a tactic to save his energy. But he did a lot of work with those takedowns. But now Ragozin is going to expect Halsey to rush in.
Kappa.
Will that make him hesitate with the shots? Will he be looking just for the sprawl?
Round number 2. Halsey twice now feigning the level change. Nothing on the body kick from Mikhail Ragozin. Really
took the
kicked
legs
out the
away.
back leg. Halsey right back to the inside. Halsey fishing for the inside trip.
Yeah, try to go for the trip on the inside there, Sean. Got a nice strong body lock.
Machine continually throughout this fight thus far, we're seeing how tight Halsey is standing and on the ground against Ragozin. Hits that takedown immediately to the back.
Oh, gets one hook in. Well, this is a different Brandon Halsey than we've seen in the past few fights he's had. Needs to be careful not to lose position. With one hook now, he's got two hooks. Needs to be careful not to cross his ankles. There's a submission waiting to happen. We've seen it happen in M1. But Ragozin doesn't realise he's got the ankles crossed. If Ragozin puts his leg over the ankle and figure fours his own legs, that's a submission.
Halsey not committing to the body triangle. He's using the crossed ankles.
The only reason I think he's not going to the body triangle is I think that Halsey's oh, there we go, and he tried it, is because his legs are so stocky. I don't think he can actually do the triangle.
Now back mount for Brandon Halsey. Still looking for the rear naked choke.
Oh, turns beautiful, Ragozin.
Gorgeous turn from Mikhail Ragozin. That's perhaps the biggest ovation of the night for any fighter from this Kazan crowd.
Working the body. He knows he's got a weak body.
Ragozin now diving into the open guard of Halsey off of the right hand. 3 minutes remaining, round number 2.
Well, we know that Halsey has great wrestling ability, but a lot of wrestlers do not like to be on the back.
Big left hand after the right to the body from Mikhail Ragozin. Ragozin clearing the legs, the left hand. Halsey making no attempt for the up kick.
Halsey making no attempt to stand back up.
Clearing the leg again, the left hand.
That's a little bit better by Halsey. He's going to try and get to his knees.
This crowd here at
He
basketball.
rolls to his back. He realized he was in danger. He realized Ragozin was going to take his back.
Fully animated, full voice now. With the exception of Halsey's corner, everyone, and I mean everyone in this building, supported Mikhail Ragozin.
Going to work for the knee bar. He could do a switch into a heel hook. He missed it.
Pays the price, eats the left and the right. Back to side control now for Mikhail Ragozin.
Yeah, strong position in the half guard now.
Stepping over, big left hands to the body from Mikhail Ragozin, back to his feet.
Isn't it crazy when a guy's on the floor, instead of punching the head, you punch the body, because you know that his body is weak.
Halsey tried to scramble back to his feet to no avail. Halsey giving his back. Gave it, took it away, trying to roll to a better position, now trying to explode out.
In the half guard again. Oh, he's going to go for a key lock.
Going hard for the key lock now is Mikhail Ragozin.
Oh, he's got it, and the muscle. Oh, I was just about to say that the arm and the muscle on Halsey will be very restricted on movement. Why Ragozin let go of that, I do not know. Halsey is too flat on his back to try and attempt to get up here.
Well, Ragozin staying methodical while Halsey is still grounded, diving back in. Into the open guard of Halsey. 2 rights to the body. 35 seconds remaining, round number 2. It was one-way traffic for Brandon Halsey, now it's one-way traffic for Mikhail Ragozin.
He's mounted. Halsey did well to escape that mount.
Turn to north-south. Halsey trying to scramble. Front choke position now for Ragozin.
Oh! Peruvian necktie!
Oh!
His head
popping his
out.
head free. Audacious on the Peruvian necktie attempt for Mikhail Ragozin.
He's mounted.
Final seconds, round number 2. Halsey holding mount. That is the end.
Oh, I
two.
think that's one each, Sean. One round each.
Fully agreed, Machine.
And both guys know they need top position to win.
Halsey eating the body kick, trying to close distance. Looking for the rear naked choke, and that was a gorgeous, technical, and explosive turn from Mikhail Ragozin. Halsey then stuck on the bottom for a large portion of round number two. Closing stages of the rounds, Ragozin going for the audacious Peruvian necktie, couldn't get it. Halsey finishing round two in mount. Machine, I have commentated over 2,000 MMA fights on television. Only 2 times have I seen a Peruvian necktie fully executed to the submission win.
Well, it was on, it was there. The execution was pretty good. The only downside of it was the sweat. Sweaty arms, sweaty neck, and Halsey is shaven. It's a lot easier for the head to slip out.
Third and final rounds, our final round of the evening. M-1 Challenge 83.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Halsey driving back to the inside. Ragozin literally sitting on the bottom rope. Halsey looking for the ankle pick.
Yeah, he's going to try and pull the ankle out, Sean. Now he's going to try and step round.
Over under from Ragozin.
Going for the high crotch. Oh, I thought he was going to lift him.
Big wide defensive base held by Mikhail Ragozin.
Needs to rip that leg out. He's going to try it.
Halsey abandoning the single. Halsey again looking for the ankle pick. Now to the single leg.
Well, let's hope. Oh, he's going to pick him up and turn him. I was going to say, let's hope that Halsey doesn't burn himself out, but he's managed to get it. Great cradle.
Halsey exploding
That's
through
good
and
work
into
by
side
Halsey.
control. Good work
For
indeed.
how long?
Halsey looking to hook the far side leg, stepping over.
The cornerman of Halsey is shouting, hips down, hips down. Now you took the back before, Halsey.
Halsey showing his folk-style wrestling background there with that really clever turn.
Cornerman is shouting to Halsey to rest. Clever tactic if that's what he does, but he needs to keep the action moving, otherwise the referee will stand it. Half guard is a strong position.
Back to S-grip body lock from the bottom for Mikhail Ragozin, but very defensive now is Ragozin. Very heavy is Halsey. Short left hands to the head from Brandon Halsey.
Halsey has to be very clever here. He's got to keep tight. He can't make any mistakes. Because Ragozin will move and turn at any moment. Again, complaining about the back of the head. There's a fine line between aiming for the back of the head and the fighter turning his head. If you aim for the side of the face and the fighter turns his head and it hits the back of his head, that's the fighter's fault, not the guy who's throwing the punch.
Machine, I agree 100%. Halsey trying to pass through the open half guard of Mikhail Ragozin.
Trying to work the underhook is Ragozin. Trying to go for a sweep now. He needs to be careful not to get that arm trapped under the leg, which he has done. From a half guard, you can actually sweep from there, but decide to leave it. This could be just enough to go ahead on the scorecard, Sean.
Good, short, sharp left hand from Halsey. Got Ragozin to turn onto his hip.
Ragozin, if he turns, he could get out of here.
Halsey trying to suck in the wrist.
Needs to forget about the punches like that. He needs to control the head and throw him back over. But Ragozin has got ankle. Oh, he left it.
Ragozin
That's
nearly
better.
giving
Now
his
he's
back.
turning him. That's what he needed to do. Cross face, turn him over. All the hard work now that Ragozin has done for nothing. It's a slow, smother, short, sharp shot, but it is winning the round. And this is what Halsey is known for.
With 25 remaining, third and final round. Halsey very effective with his top game in round one, and we're seeing that here in the third and final round.
A lot of people say this is too much of a smother. It's not really MMA, but to be honest, as long as he's throwing punches, it's still MMA. It may be wrestling, but he's punching well, he's striking well, he's controlling the fight.
I'm definitely not one of those people who would say that. This, to me, is a really smart tactical fight for Brandon Halsey.
At the end of the day, Sean, we said he's on a 3-loss streak. He can't afford to lose on a 4th, so he's not going to take any chances. He's closed the distance as much as he could, as fast as he could, and he's just kept Ragozin on his back.
Machine, to me, this sport is about taking your skill set and utilizing it to the best of your abilities. That's what Brandon Halsey is doing in this fight. He's certainly doing that in round 3.
He's exactly done that. He's controlled this whole round now.
Ragozin might be frustrated, he probably is, but he does not have an answer right now on the bottom. Halsey continuing the work, lands that left hand to the head.
And there was a lot at stake for Halsey. He realized he had to win this fight, so coming into this fight, you're kind of thinking to yourself, what if I lose? What if I do lose again? But if my unofficial scorecard is anything to go by, I think Mr. Brandon Halsey will have taken this fight by unanimous decision, 2 rounds to 1.
15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. They're already celebrating in the corner of Brandon Halsey. Brandon Halsey told me very candidly, very honestly, that he could not continue his pro MMA career as a middleweight. He had to fully commit to light heavyweight. He looked very good back at light heavyweight tonight for the first time since November 2013. Handshake with Halsey and Vyacheslav Kiselev. Kiselev on that elbow strike, even though it was argued by Halsey more vociferously by his corner, Kiselev not taking a point, just the warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a unanimous decision in favor of your winner, Brandon the Bull Halsey. Brandon, quick word with you, champion. Quick word. Brandon, a lot of people say that you needed that win. You moved up to 205. Do you believe that putting weight on instead of the horrible weight cut that you have has brought you back to a winning style?
Брэндон, многие люди считали, что эта победа абсолютно необходима тебе в твоей карьере. Что ты думаешь, давило ли это на тебя?
Oh yeah, I needed that. Going up in weight was, I could feel the difference in the fight. I felt clean. Just got to get used to fighting at a heavier weight. I think I need to maintain my weight a little bit better. But like I said, it's trial and error. It's good I got the W, got to go 3 rounds, shake off that ring rust.
Да, я чувствовал себя в этот раз намного лучше. В этот раз мне не приходилось так много гонять веса. Я смог сконцентрироваться именно на подготовке к бою. И мне потребовалось какое-то время, чтобы привыкнуть работать в этом весе. 2 раунда я потратил на то, чтобы скинуть ржавчину с себя. И в 3-м раунде я смог себя показать.
You're back to winning ways. How does it feel? You must be elated getting back to your winning streak now.
Как ты сейчас себя чувствуешь после этой победы?
Yeah, it's the first of many. I'm up at a new weight class, putting the 205 division pound on watch. And you know what? I'm going to get better and better with every win. Get used to get that winning roll and train going, baby.
Мне понравилось драться в новой весовой категории, и вы меня еще в ней увидите.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Brandon Halsey.
Brandon Halsey had a clear-eyed game plan, and he fully executed it tonight. Our main event M-1 Challenge 83 from Basket Hall in Kazan, Russia versus Mikhail Ragozin. Halsey immediately hitting a takedown to start this fight. Going to work with heavy top pressure. Halsey willing to take shots to close the distance. You see taking those right hands to the body, taking that right hand. The level changes, the takedowns. Halsey going hard for the rear naked choke. That's in round 2. That was the turn for Mikhail Ragozin. Led to a very strong round 2 for Ragozin. Halsey, though, regaining control of this fight in round number 3. Just no answer from the bottom for Mikhail Ragozin. Halsey, truly dominant with his top game tonight. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Brandon Halsey defeats Mikhail Ragozin.